It's me, Christy, or Miss Bikini Buns. It is Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025, and I'm here to say good morning and to do what I do, give you my morning impressions. Right, what am I doing right now? Okay, so I have this big thing of protein powder, and before I started my meal plan, that was about maybe 2 months ago, I used to do this so I would know when to put the protein powder, and I also have creatine in here. And what I'm doing right now, because it's been on my mind forever, is to dump it out into the big thing because I don't want it to get dried out like how my other things did and waste. And it's been on my mind forever, so I figured, you know what, do it now and don't wait, because it'll just bother you, because really it's been on my mind for months to do this, and I've always forgotten or didn't do it. So I should have took out the cup. Here's a cup. Okay, so I'm going to put it over here. So I'm going to do this now because it's on my mind. And, you know, when you get older, sometimes you get distracted and you forget what you were supposed to do. You know how it is. You go to a part of the room and then you get there and you're like, why did I come here? So it's all done. Yay. So, because I don't want it to dry out and waste, because that's what happened to my other powders. You know, like my creatine, or when I used to take pre-workout. So it's all in here now, my protein powder, which I don't take anymore. So whatever. So I did it. Yay, me. Okay, so anyway, last night, my sleep. I always have to talk about my sleep because to me that's one of my weaknesses, is sleep, because it doesn't allow me to recover. I don't think my muscles are growing as it should, because my body doesn't have a chance to repair and recover because I get so little sleep. So I always talk about my sleep in the mornings. So a recap of my sleep. So I was tired, but it kind of was happening like the other night where I was just kind of restless and anxious and couldn't fall asleep even though I was tired. So I kind of recognized that last night. And then also too, my shin and my shin and my ankle and just my left leg in general just couldn't relax. It was kind of hurting, and I would kind of stretch it, move it around and stuff. So it was kind of giving me anxiety, because I'm like, oh my God, you better tone it down or I can't sleep. And I didn't want to go rush and take a Tylenol because I'm trying to stop doing that, because way before the last sciatica episode. Well, I had a lot of sciatica episodes, but the one in March 2024, I had that sciatica episode where I couldn't walk. But prior to that one, I had sciatica bad, which I got surgery for. So that was back in 2004. But prior to getting the surgery, I took a lot of Advil, Tylenol, whatever could get what I thought at the time could, take away the pain. So I ingested a lot of painkillers in that sense. So now that I'm older, I'm trying to not run to that too much because of how much I took way back then. So it's very rare now that I take Advil or Tylenol or things like that. I mean, it really has to be bad where I take it, because I took a lot of it when I was younger, and I just don't want to keep adding to my liver issues, if I do have liver issues. So I try to avoid it. So anyway, so I kind of calmed myself down, took a breath, just because when I go to sleep, I just listen to I'll put on my favorite vlogs and just have it run in the background like a radio. So I was like, you know what? Stop reading. just listen and just stay in bed and just do some breathing so you can calm down. So you know what, I eventually calmed down and I fell asleep, and I woke up once but then went right back to sleep, and I think I had pretty good sleep episode. So lately I've been noticing my sleep hours have been gotten a little longer, maybe an hour or two. So I'm maybe getting 6-7 hours if I'm lucky, but I'm still sticking with my 5 on most nights. So that was something that I was like, oh, okay, now that I think about it, it's like, oh, okay, now I kind of can manage that thing I'm getting lately of, like, it's so weird. I don't know how to explain it. I'm managing this, I guess, pre-sleep anxiety and kind of like body pain that will keep me up, or this anxiousness. But anyway, so I had a good night's sleep. So today is my last day of my work week, because I keep telling you that I am having a corneal collagen hyperlink in my right eye, because your eye is supposed to be a sphere, but mine, I have astigmatism, so it's slowly turning into an egg, and it's affecting my vision. So they want to stop it at a certain point so I can preserve my vision. So they're starting with my right eye because it's worse than my left eye. So about, I think 6 to 8 weeks later, they'll do my left eye, I think. But yeah, so later on, I got to do this again for my left eye. So that is tomorrow. And then tomorrow, I check in at 12:45 for my 1 o'clock procedure. And from what I understand, they're just going to put in these special eye drops, shine a bright light, put in special eye drops, shine a bright light. So they're just going to repeat the process until it's done. So it's no major, like, invasive whatever. I guess they're just trying to freeze my eyeball, my cornea in time, so it stops the elongation. I don't know, I'm probably just making these things up. But anyway, so that is tomorrow. And then I don't know how it'll affect my vision, so I'm taking Friday off. Yesterday the prescriptions got called into the pharmacy, so I had housemate go pick it up. So I have, I thought I would get like 1, but there's like 2 eye drops and this other thing. But yeah, so that is that. And I have to work on my work stuff. Today is long day because we have teacher meetings because it's Wednesday. And it's also rest day. And then this morning, I think it was 188 point something. Here, let me go look. Cha-cha-cha, da-da-da-da. So I'm looking in my app. Hi, good morning. Did you eat your breakfast? 188.8. So yesterday I was 188.5. Today I'm 188.8. And I'm not surprised because yesterday was leg day, and then I'm not surprised because, like I said, from looking at my spreadsheet and how I've been gaining weight and losing weight, it seems like after Sunday I kind of gain a little, and then around Thursday, Friday, Saturday, then I drop. But I'm in the 80s. What was it? Okay, I remember there was a snake. There was the Roger Rabbit was 90s, yeah? Or was it in the 80s? I want to say the 90s, the Roger Rabbit. And then the Cabbage Patch. Remember the Cabbage Patch? Okay, anyway, was that in the 80s or the 90s? I don't know. All I remember is the snake. What else? There's probably other dance moves to define that era, that decade, but I can't remember. But I can tell you some songs like Karma Chameleon, I Wonder If I Could Take You Home. Control by Janet Jackson. What else was there? There's so many. Oh, Curiosity by the Jets. Crush on You by the Jets. What else is right there? There's so many. Oh, since it's Christmas time, well, I guess we wrote. I don't know why they consider it a Christmas song. Maybe because it has the word Christmas in it. But the one by Band-Aid, remember the fundraiser one for the to help send aid to Africa. Remember back in the 80s. That's What Friends Are For. Yeah, that was another one. Man, 80s. What kind of songs was in the 80s? I get towards the end of the 80s, like the late 80s and the early 90s, I get confused. I fuse those two together, but I can't remember. Oh, Supersonic. Remember that one? Supersonic. And then Meeting in the Ladies' Room. You know that band, Climax. I know, weird. It's somewhere or whatever. That was my first concert that I ever went to. And I went with a friend in 7th grade. She invited me. I know, yeah. It was kind of weird that she invited me because I didn't think we were that close. But I mean, I went, and I'm like I said, I'm very pleasant, and back then, you have this confidence. Not that went out the window, but starting in 8th grade, but because middle school, right, and then high school, and then you're in college, and now your confidence is shot to shit. But anyway, so I went with her, and then that was my first concert. So she invited me. Yeah, so that was my very first concert. And then my other concert that I went to when I was a freshman in college was Janet Jackson, Escapade. Remember her? Oh, Escapade was back in the 90s. Damn it. But yeah, there was a lot of things. There's a lot of songs going on. A lot of one-hit wonders back in the 80s. So hopefully I'm going to go to the 70s. So I'm hoping, this is a big goal, okay? By the end of the month and beginning in January, I want to be 175 or even 170. I'll just be very lofty. 173. So 15 pounds. Can I do it or not? Well, we'll try to get into the 70s. So by the end of the year, I want to be in the 70s. So I can start my 2026 at 170. I'll just say 170. But I don't know. So that is the state of Christy or Miss Bikini Buns. And yep, things are looking better. Whatever happens. And if we get bad news, we get bad news and roll with it. Things will be fine. There's a lot of people in the world who have great circumstances and not so great circumstances. But, life goes on. And I just got to try to take care of my responsibilities and do what I got to do with what I have. So that's the big thing. Besides, I can do hard things. Do what you can with what you have is another one of my beliefs, as well as leave something better than when you found it, or something like that. That's my 3. So anyway, I shall say goodbye. I'll have to get this uploaded a little bit. It is now 4:55 a.m. I was going to say p.m. I wish. Come here. Let's say hello to our bunny friends. Oh, you're so warm. Oh, my little baby. Okay. Say hello. Say hello, bunny friends. Say hello, bunny friends. I know. And we're done. Yeah, that's how we roll. And we're done. Whoops. 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 Okay, so I need to take my pills, which consist of levothyroxine, my levothyroxine. What is this? This my allergy pill, my losartan, and my anxiety pill, and this other one called taurine or whatever to prevent cramping. So I shall see you later, and hope you have a good day. I will see you later for most likely my end of the day wrap up because don't have gym today. So I will see you later. Bye. Hi bunnies, it's Christy or Miss Bikini Buns. I am here to give you my end of the day wrap up on Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025. It is 6:05 p.m. And just like on cue, there comes the yawn. So today I thought it was a long day, but it wasn't. We got out same time as a normal day. Well, for the teachers, not for the students. The students have short day. And I thought we had a meeting, but no one bothered to tell me that we don't have a meeting. I even sent out an agenda. I even sent out an email. And we all have a group chat, but nobody bothered to say, Christy, you know what? Just check the schedule. You're mistaken. There's no meeting. Okay, you know what? Even past the time that there was no text, and I even texted about 2:10, and I said, "Oh, sorry, I thought no, actually it was 2:15 when the meeting was starting. Oh, sorry, I just checked because my teacher friend came over who's in the same grade and said, "Oh, I came over here from the the other meeting," and then." Another teacher was like, "Oh, you really do have a meeting?" And then so that kind of made me think, "Oh, maybe we don't have a meeting." So I checked, and there was no meeting. But did the other grade level teachers bother to tell me we had no meeting? No. And even after I texted at 2:15, apologizing, there was nobody texted after. And even prior, when I sent an email and an agenda, nobody said anything. And don't worry, they don't watch YouTube. They will never see this. So I know, even though I say all this kind of stuff, they're not going to know. They really won't because they don't watch. They don't watch. They don't watch YouTube at all. Oh, look at my thing. Yeah, so anyway, that was my day. And then I came home, took a shower, did some high heel walking, just trying to decompress. What else? Just finished eating my dinner of chicken, blueberries, and oatmeal. And I did eat a a breakfast bar. Sorry, I did. It was 210 calories extra. Sorry, but I just needed that chocolate thing. But maybe I should So tomorrow I'll take my other injection and then I'm done for the week. So maybe I was thinking maybe I should just take it all, but I'm just afraid that I'm gonna get all that side effects all at once. But so I'll just stick to what I'm doing. So anyway, that's what happened today. I'm wearing socks because in here it's very cold. For me, it's cold. So I'm wearing socks right now with my jammas. So after I record, I'm going to put it together, upload it, and then I'm going to start decompressing. Tomorrow, I'm going to go to the gym early. So I can just get out of the way and then not procrastinate and not do it because after the procedure, I will not be able to go. And I don't want to cut it too close because housemate needs the car because he has a PT appointment prior to us going to town to go get that thing done. So yeah, so I'm kind of watching YouTube, but I froze it because I'm doing this. But there's like the person's picture. They chose this like really scary kind of picture, and I'm like, ew, it's so scary. And I can't move it because then you're going to hear what I was listening to. And then I don't want to be tagged for copyright. So anyway, what else is there? Oh, so yeah, just going to decompress and try to go to sleep. Let's all hope we have a good sleep tonight and not like 2 nights ago, because that was really junk. That was really junk. Everyone's outside because they're trying to bake for food, but I don't know. I usually, though, by the time I go to sleep, little man Miko comes and he sleeps with me. He likes to sleep under the blanket now. Before, he never used to sleep under the blanket. It wasn't until we moved to our last place, which had air conditioning, that he started to want to be under the blanket. And now he sleeps under the blanket. Because prior to that, he would never sleep under the blanket. He would sleep, because I would have his little bed on the big bed, and he would sleep in that bed. Or he would sleep off to the side on top of the blankets, or on the side of the blankets. But now he's trying to burrow under the blankets, and I always wanted him to do that, but you know, maybe it's because of the air conditioning and it's colder now. So you hear them now. They must be getting their dinner. That's why they're making plenty noise. What was my thing today? Hold on. So the theme. Oh, so what was supposed to be a long work day, I guess wasn't really long. But I guess it was long because I did stay until, you know. But I was like, nobody told me. Nobody even bothered to mention it to me. But oh well, I'm not going to be there to give information about the field trip on Monday. So I guess, whatever's, you know. Nobody bothered telling me, but whatever's. So I'll probably disseminate that information in an email. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, like you guys care. So anyway, tomorrow's my procedure. Friday took off because don't know how the procedure will be as far as vision. And then I have a 4-day weekend. But I don't know, because it kind of makes me scared because I have like medication. And it's like, oh, would this be a painful thing? I don't know. So we'll see. I don't want it to be painful. So I will see you later because they're making big noise. And I hope you had a good day. And take care of yourself. And remember, wash your hands. Hand sanitize because it is the sick season. And I'll see you later. Bye.